Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Future Force. Today, we dive deep into one of the most talked about incidents in the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia, a moment that has stunned analysts, military experts, and observers around the world. Ukraine has managed to outsmart the Russian Air Force in a daring move that resulted in a full formation being shot down, a tactical achievement that not only demonstrates the evolving dynamics of modern warfare, but also showcases the strategic ingenuity and resilience of Ukrainian defense forces. From the exterior perspective of this incident, the scene was set across the skies where Russian aircraft, believed to be on a critical mission, were flying in a tight formation, confident in their air superiority and supported by advanced navigation systems. Yet what unfolded next revealed a stark contrast between expectation and reality. Ukrainian forces, with advanced radar tracking and adaptive missile defense systems, managed to anticipate their flight path, deploy countermeasures, and execute a perfectly timed strike that neutralized the threat before it could deliver its intended impact. When we explore the interior aspect of this event, we must step inside the operations rooms of Ukrainian defense networks, where intelligence analysts, drone operators, radar specialists, and missile command teams worked in synchronized harmony. It was here that the strategy was crafted, leveraging both traditional intelligence and real-time data feeds from aerial reconnaissance drones and satellite imagery. The interior coordination was far from simple. It involved rapid decision-making under intense pressure, constant communication with ground-based anti-air units, and precise adjustments as the formation of Russian aircraft changed its altitude and trajectory. Every member of the team had a defined role, from the operators locking onto the incoming formation, to the teams ensuring that civilian airspace remained clear, to the command units giving the final authorization for the strike. Inside this nerve center, the atmosphere was tense yet resolute. Ukrainian military leaders had spent months refining tactics to counter large-scale air formations, studying Russian flight patterns, electronic warfare capabilities, and the weaknesses in their escort strategies. The operation was not just about launching missiles. It was about controlling the theater of engagement, predicting enemy maneuvers, and employing electronic countermeasures to disrupt Russian communication channels. This interior dimension tells a story of not only technology but of human determination, teamwork, and the will to defend their skies at any cost. From a performance perspective, the operation demonstrated the efficiency and lethal precision of Ukraine's upgraded air defense systems. Reports suggest that a combination of surface-to-air missile systems, likely including Western-supplied platforms integrated with existing Soviet-era equipment, was used to intercept the Russian aircraft. The missiles performed with remarkable accuracy, eliminating the entire formation in a matter of minutes without causing significant collateral damage on the ground. The coordination of multiple systems, ranging from radar locks to infrared-guided systems and potential use of decoy drones, was a testament to the performance of Ukraine's modernized defense doctrine. The Russian formation, which may have included both fighter escorts and bombers, was expected to penetrate Ukrainian defenses based on their previous engagements, but their underestimation of Ukrainian capabilities proved costly. This performance also highlights the speed at which Ukraine has adapted to modern warfare, integrating intelligence, sharing from allies, and learning from every encounter to improve their response time and strike efficiency. In terms of safety features, the Ukrainian forces demonstrated a remarkable focus on minimizing risk to civilians and infrastructure while engaging a hostile aerial target. The strike zone was carefully selected to avoid populated areas, and early warning systems were activated to ensure that civilian flights were rerouted away from the combat zone. Furthermore, Ukraine employed encrypted communication channels to prevent Russian interception, while their electronic warfare units likely jammed enemy radar and targeting systems to reduce the risk of retaliation strikes on civilian infrastructure. Safety for their own personnel was also prioritized. Mobile air defense units were used to launch the missiles, reducing the chances of counter-battery fire from Russian forces. The event underscores how modern warfare is not only about offensive capabilities, but also about safeguarding non-combatants and maintaining operational security under the constant threat of surveillance and retaliation. The unique selling points of this operation lie in its combination of strategy, stealth, and precision. Unlike conventional air battles where sheer firepower dominates, Ukraine showcased its ability to use intelligence, deception, and multi-layered defense to achieve air superiority in a limited engagement. The operation sent a powerful message to both domestic and international audiences that Ukraine's skies are not an easy target and that advanced Russian formations, no matter how well equipped or well escorted, can be neutralized through a mix of adaptive strategy and modern weaponry. It also highlighted Ukraine's ability to integrate various systems, be it NATO, standard missile platforms, indigenous radar upgrades, or guerrilla-style drone reconnaissance, into a cohesive shield that can strike decisively at the right moment. The psychological impact of this success cannot be underestimated, as it boosts the morale of Ukrainian troops and creates doubt within Russian ranks about the reliability of their air force's protection measures. Price is often an overlooked aspect when discussing military operations, but it plays a crucial role in sustained conflicts. The cost of this successful engagement for Ukraine was relatively low compared to the potential damage the Russian air formation could have inflicted. Instead of deploying expensive fighter jets or conducting prolonged dogfights, Ukraine used ground-based systems with calculated precision, which are significantly more cost-effective in defending critical infrastructure and cities. The estimated financial loss for Russia, on the other hand, runs into tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars. Considering the aircraft destroyed, the munitions lost, and the blow to their strategic air operations, this stark difference in the cost-to-impact ratio reveals why Ukraine continues to emphasize such asymmetric defense tactics, as they allow maximum damage to be inflicted on a superior force at minimal expenditure. In conclusion, the incident where Ukraine outsmarted the Russian Air Force and brought down an entire formation represents not only a tactical victory, but also a symbolic turning point in the aerial dimension of the conflict. It reflects the growing sophistication of Ukraine's defense systems, the unbroken resolve of its armed forces, and the limitations of conventional air dominance when faced with adaptive, intelligent resistance. This operation will likely be studied for years to come in military academies, as it encapsulates the future of modern warfare where information dominance, quick adaptability, and precision outweigh brute force. For Ukraine, it reinforces the belief that strategic thinking and coordinated defense can hold off even the most formidable opponents. For Russia, it serves as a costly lesson that air superiority is no longer guaranteed in contested skies. As the conflict continues, such moments redefine the rules of engagement and set new precedents for how nations defend their sovereignty in an era of hybrid warfare.